What's up, Daddy Yo and jazz ladies out there? This is your boy, Samuel Armstrong, broadcasting live from the cabaret in the sky. And when I'm not busy doing my soloing on my two-horn, I just tune in to the Artivist presents We All Be News and Radio. Oh, yeah.
Goodbye.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, my name is Romare Bearden, also known as R2C2H2, and I'm an all-purpose artist. What I mean by all-purpose, I use all types of mediums to express myself, whether it be music, writing, or the visual arts and performing arts too. I guess my basic foundational starting out point were the visual arts. I went to school for, I guess, 8 or 7 years in optional performing arts schools to concentrate on my art side of my progression as a human being. My influences are a lot of Black or African American artists that I kind of sometimes look over by mainstream or give them a little bit of limelight by the mainstream, like artists just such as Jacob Lawrence, Michel Basquiat, Lois Jones, Elizabeth Catlett, Charles White, one of my favorite draftsmen or drawers of all time. The list can go on and on about artists, and also like musicians like John Coltrane and Charlie Parker and even Tupac. I feel music can capture like the whole range of human emotions, and you can best preserve any type of history of human progress or whatever through music. It contains all the emotions of a people and moves people by moods. And I guess I do my thing. I think an artist, if you want to be a great artist, you got to be resourceful. When I think of a resourceful artist, I often think of a MacGyver, because to me, MacGyver was able to make or take lint balls and hairpins and anything, office supplies basically, to make something that could be very resourceful and save his life or save someone else's life. It could benefit him. I believe in functionality in art. I mean by functionality, I mean artists to me is a tool for society. It helps people to think. It's a great way to get your ideas out and present them in a way that make people think about things in general. I think it's important as an artist. To me, when I do an artwork, it's not necessarily me, because I'm always the art in progress. I'm the true art. But I think of like doing art for me, like expressing myself, is like kind of like when a snail or a slug slides down a walkway or pathway, leaves behind its slime, let people know they've been there. Or sometimes like when you in a toilet, or you take a toilet and somebody number 2, and somebody might leave a little mark on the toilet inside the porcelain there, and let you know that something been there. And to me, I think art is about letting people know that something been there before them, and you can learn from that something. You get a lot of things from that, but also I think art, like I said before, was like intellectual property, where, I mean, to me it's a great way for me to express myself, to articulate my emotions, whether it be happiness or sadness or anger, whatever. I think is important, because it's like the old saying goes, you can always kill the dream, but you can't kill the dream. And ideas are very powerful. I think that by me putting my work out there, I lose some type of ownership on how I want people to view it. It's important for people to bring their own experiences to the piece when viewing it. I always recall something that Charlie Parker said. He said, if you don't live your music, it won't come out your horn. And he also said that they teach there's a boundary line in music, but there's no boundaries to art. And I think true art is able to overcome all social barriers and all ideologies, differences people may have within each other, and it brings people together. I mean, once we learn how to agree to disagree, then everything is okay. I think art is very important, that it brings out the confrontational nature in people, especially if they don't understand the process of the artist, the way he makes his or her art. And in general, I think art is very helpful for society. Like right now, currently I'm working with some projects in St. Louis, where we're going through the inner cities and teaching kids and senior citizens how to express their anger and frustrations through art, and also their happiness. Like I'm working with this program called CHIPS, and it's a program, CHIPS Emotions, which is part of this program This organization called CHIPS, which is a non-profit clinic that's located in the Jeff Vanderloo neighborhood in St. Louis, and it provides, like, I guess, free healthcare benefits for members of the neighborhood. And what's so significant, I mean, by doing that type of work there is because it's in a place where help is really most needed. It's generally considered one of them the HIV/AIDS hotbeds in the city. It got like a high teenage pregnancy rate and a high school dropout rate, and it's 98% African American. And my thing is that people should try to go out to the places of most needed help. Like, you know, sometimes I guess people get trapped in a church where they say, well, we all saved here, let's not worry about them. But if you look at certain things like the Bible, you see like Jesus or God, to communicate with the people that was down their luck or people that were outcasts of society. I think it's important to do that as well as we see in that project of bringing people together. I think the arts can be included because, like I said before, it overcome all types of social boundaries and ideological problems. And you find like art out there for anybody and everybody to like. And it's just my spiel. And basically, I just like to do art because I just like to do art.
That's Rod on the mic, and I'm sitting right beside him. Yeah.